guys, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program stream. It's a Tuesday, and that means we're back trying to build some stuff. What stuff are we doing? Well, I've got a few things to put on there. I've got some early game comm satellites to build. I want to build a never returning ore surveying crew. Yeah, it's going to be good. Wait, there's a reason for the whole low count thing? There are reasons. There really are reasons. That's crazy to think that I do things not just randomly. I mean, I also do things just randomly, but that is cool. All right, everything going well back here? It looks like everything's going well. Hello, the 3 viewers out there. Is my chat not responding? It looks like my chat might not be responding. So, see what we can do about that. I have a feeling I've had some people say hello. Try and reload it. Okay, there we go. We've got some chat. Hey, Wise, how you doing, buddy? Is this going to try and play back at me now? It is. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right, so I am working on a Kerbal career mode at the moment as we speak. There are some twists, including having the ability to use any parts that I want. But unfortunately, the early game does not have the full extent of all this stuff that we could do. So the 30-part mom rocket won't be useful for Kerbal usage. Well, I mean, yes and no. That was just a different challenge that I decided to do all on its own. But this, so for those of you that aren't aware, last week in the Kerbal chat that we've got going in Discord, I was like, hey, who can do stuff with 30 parts? And in here, sorry, I actually went ahead and made, where is it? This guy over here. This guy. The challenge was to make it to an ice shelf, any northern polar region you want, and come back in 30 parts. I discovered that Kerbin, despite being the closest, is actually one of the more difficult to get to. Let's do that quick, shall we? Let's do that quick. So this is probably going to result in many deaths, but this is cool. This is cool. We'll just go through this. I don't know if there's a way that I can squeeze a little bit more out. No, I'm afraid I don't. Close to stock. All the parts are stock. The only mods that I have right now are sort of, quality of life, if you will, things that kind of bolt extras onto the game. I will be thinking about putting ScanSat on here because there's nothing quite like planning a mission like that. Okay, so first thing I do is I take off, and you might notice that there isn't quite an overpowered rocket. So let's drop down my thrust just a little bit. I'm trying to point it across to about 45 degrees. We just want to kind of get ourselves going forwards as well as up. It's eventually going to become much more important that we go forwards and then upwards, but as you can see, it's all about building up that forward momentum so that we can get, I've already dropped some stuff up there before, so we can get all the way up to the North Polar ice cap. Normally I go further, I go upwards a little bit more, so that I'm not flying through quite so much low atmosphere, but could we drop our ships stuck, of course, into Discord as entries to this stream? Yes, though it's not really. That's not really what we're doing. I just wanted to show this off, but yeah, why not? Go. Show me your 30-part contraptions, and I will push them to the test. Push them to the test. The Kerbal Space Program streams on Tuesdays are more just us playing around. I gotta be honest with you. It's more just us playing around. There's a lot of stuff that I could be doing. I could be running a career mode as it is, but I feel like it's much more fun just to, I hate this, I want to be on the surface, thanks. I'm going to kind of pull over this way a little bit because I'm aiming for a certain ice shelf. Do you see how this kind of snakes back and forth here? And this bit comes down further than the rest. I kept on falling short, so we're going to try like this as well. Yeah, these streams, they're just fun. They're just us mucking about. If we wanted to build a giant catapult, we could. Actually, catapults are long. But, okay, cool. I appear to be moving in the right direction. So now that I've got that, I'm going to point my nose towards prograde and speed up the simulation because it takes a while. Can we make a propulsive landing? I don't know. Normally what happens is actually this craft ends up losing control after a little bit, but whatever. We'll make do. We'll make do. Squeaky door. Remind me to get that at some point. Okay, cool. We're just drifting. I've got to say, the scatterer, I think it's just a little bit too strong. Let's have a quick look in here. I happen to know that it's like one of these. It's not the base level one. Extinction Tint, is that the one we want? There's Sky Alpha. There is one that, if I change, removes the amount of scatter that looks pretty good. No, that's not it either. So the problem I've got with scatter, no, that's not how you get rid of that menu, is the fact that it's just like it washes everything out, especially on a video. Can you tell the difference between this and the coastline? I'm sure having troubles. Okay, we're going to turn around and we're going to prepare ourselves for re-entry. Actually, the first thing we're going to do is we've got a fair bit of excess fuel. I'm going to push forward a little bit more so that I can re-enter a little bit more aggressively. The game sounds are a little loud. My voice is muffled by it. Okay, let's boom, ease that down. Let's try 60%. Hopefully that's good. All right, thank you very much. Always good. Like my volumes are pretty much all over the place at almost all times. I do a lot of different recordings and streamings and stuff, so yeah, it goes up and down. All right, we are coming in for re-entry. We're just about to hit the actual atmosphere. I kind of want to stop somewhere around here, but anywhere on the ice is good. I'll show you a problem that I've got. I've installed this mod called the Parallax mod. It's quite nice. It gives some real serious texture to the ground. I know, like, this is also the Kerbal reworking, but you can see how it's like super bubbly and stuff. And when we get down there, the ground will actually have physical texture. I don't want to say physical texture because it's a game. Nothing's physical in the game, but it will have like topological texture to it. It goes up and down in the game space, you know. Is that a precise enough definition now? I sure do hope so. Okay, we seem to be handling a re-entry fairly well. The moment that I start actually drifting from my center of retrograde here, I will be turning the engines on so that we can have like controlled, in fact I can already feel it starting to leave, so we can have some sort of control for pointing, because it's far too easy for this thing to flip around and point the other way, because it's bullet shaped, right? It doesn't want to fly this way, it doesn't want to fly this way. And so, okay, we're never going to manage a propulsive landing. I've tried it so many times, and so instead what I'm going to do is just bring my speed down to nothing. Hopefully this is good. All right, blow the shell. Here's our landing craft. We actually can fly this thing if we get stability assist, and then I normally try and turn. There we go, beautiful, beautiful. Controlled flight. This should bring us down quite nicely. When we get down to about 2 kilometers, I will pop a parachute that I've got on here and repack it. I didn't bring an engineer, I brought Valentino. It doesn't really matter because we're in sandbox and everybody has all the powers, it turns out. But any other time, any career mode, that would have been disastrous. Okay, so one of the problems I've got, we're currently on the ice sheet. Look at this, northern ice shelf. Does that look like ice to you? I understand that, you know, if I actually went up to Antarctica, I wouldn't be seeing snow everywhere, especially on these like fringe biomes. It would be a lot of basalt that's just like covered with frost, right? But I mean, I've watched nature programs. I've seen this stuff. Okay, I'm going to switch my my droppage to ground radar rather than water sea level radar. And, no. Well, turns out the staging was wrong. I've thrown half my fuel away. But we'll see how this is going. Alright, nice. Bring this all down. I wonder who viewer number 3 is. Well, Kerbal and Wise. Alright, this is by far the most exciting part of any mission, is when you're just coming down on parachutes. Trying to find enough parts to actually build enough parachutes to grab this, and the fuel tanks that were supposed to come down. Bad staging. This guy's not going to get anywhere near actually back to base. As it was, this mission can only make it about here. It's a real shame, but it doesn't quite make it all the way back to base. Oh look, we're facing upwards. That's great. Let's go. Ooh, I seem to have time warp on. Just like this. Beautiful. Now, obviously, when I was doing this mission last, I had some tanks. I had some fuel tanks. But we'll just blast this one back. Now, I started off by trying to get my engineer out and make all the adjustments I can. We're not going to go high enough to be able to do this. But eventually I realised that actually getting out, viewer number 3 is the collective consciousness of me, you, and the Kerbal. Could well be, Wise. Could well be. Let's get out here and see if we can repack this chute. Oh, beautiful! Look at that. Turns out 10 kilometers good enough. I was expecting us to have some serious troubles there. Repack that chute. Oh, I double-clicked and it's bad. Cut the chute, repack the chute. Look at that. Oh, Valentina, engineer extraordinaire. Hey, Mark, how you doing? You're not late. You're not late. We're just talking about a challenge that we did in the Discord this week. I was talking to people in the Discord, and I can't remember exactly what triggered it, but I was like, let's have a challenge, guys. Let's do 30 parts to an ice cap and back, or to a polar region and back, wherever you thought your level of challenge laid. I discovered that actually the hardest challenge is just to go from here to Kerbin's ice cap and back, right? That's difficult. I suppose going to Jewel would probably be a little bit more difficult, but 30 parts. I highly recommend that you partake in the challenge. It's not the easiest. It's not the easiest, as Valentina's about to demonstrate, but we're going to work on a late game craft and an early game craft today. I've got a late game craft that I want to... I've had this concept in Kerbal kicking around in my brain for a little while now. Craft that never come in for landing, right? There's always going to be like supply ships and stuff like that, but there's a few basic craft that I think could always be in orbit around at least Kerbal. One is the debris retrieval crew, right? You're always going to have your dustbin men, right? But so there's going to be like a station up there with a bunch of craft with claws and engineers with separatrons and parachutes, and you fly out to the beast of space junk. You claw onto it, you get your engineer out to attach a parachute and maybe a solid booster or something, and then either this ship drags the debris slow enough to enter the atmosphere and retrieve it that way, or you use the solid boosters that are on there. So that's one ship. This is not how you fire your parachute. I have failed at this a couple of times where I've been like, I'm pressing space and my parachutes aren't going. I think that's one of the biggest sads about the staging. Even if you do this and then make sure this is all the way at the top and your sheets are repacked, it doesn't work. You don't have a Kerbal, but I'm probably going to get it for Christmas. Oh, what great. I mean, I almost recommend waiting for number 2. I mean, Kerbal is just the best, don't get me wrong. It's really good. The big problem with Kerbal, and as I'm about to say, it's not really a big problem with Kerbal, but more like the marketing around it, is it's been sold as a game. And yeah, again, there's a few game type elements, but it's very much more of a simulator, right? It's a vehicle building and simulation extraordinaire. The actual game mechanics are pretty weak. You've got a tech tree you can open. You've got some objectives to tick off, but yeah. So as long as you're not expecting a game, great. All right, let's go in for a good landing. I don't know. Do you guys that play agree with that statement? I know it's can be quite an unorthodox one. There's a few places that will call me a heretic for having such views, but you know, it's my opinion. Allowed to think well. So I noticed the space has been a little bit low of news today. This week. I presume we've talked heretic. You know it, man. You know it. Oh, I keep forgetting about these. Dangerous EVA, awarded for executing AVA while not in stable orbit. Gotta remember that one. North Polar landing ribbon. Okay, that's cool. Didn't know about those. So the the retrieval crew. Excuse me, suddenly got to clear my throat. So the retrieval crew, I want to get an ore survey crew. So we got different survey equipment down here. Where are you? In the science? Okay, so let's put down a fuel tank so I can start attaching stuff to things. Alright, wonderful. Brilliant. So in the science over here, we've got certain surface modules. We've got that, we've got this, and we've got this one. Okay, so these two are supposed to be done from relatively low orbit. In fact, this one that I currently have selected now is an item for on-the-ground use. This bad boy over here scans the ground for the ore content. So this tells you that there is ore there. This tells you how much, I think is the general process. So what I'm thinking we can have is like a giant ship that's got this underneath it. Let's throw some quick parts on here. This isn't going to be its final form, not even close to it. And then at the back we'll have like a big old payload door. I'm not sure what payload door we can use. It says science service module, but can we? Is there no way of opening it? Okay, it doesn't have the central point that I was hoping for. I want to build a craft that will come and dock into here. Where's the thing I'm looking for? A couple of minutes ago. Tiny clamp. Okay, cool. So we've got a little space in the middle there where we can keep another craft. This will be like the in-orbit bit. This will go down, grab the information and come back up, and then there'll be like ore tanks and stuff like that behind. I think it'll be working out quite well. So let's start again and let's figure out how we're going to do that. Don't save. All right, as always, we're going to have to start with an up front face. I think we can go with one of these. This will then give us enough room in the oldie coupling over here. No, the payload, sorry. Where I could just throw one of these on upside down, and then we got like a massive cargo bay at the back, which I think would be pretty good. Can you please stay there? Thanks. All right, cool. Next, we need rocket fuel. Do you think rocket fuel? I think we're going for rocket fuel. Hey, Zed, how you doing? Mark's off. It's fine, man. That's fine. Everybody's got to eat occasionally. So right now, we are working on a survey craft. One that's going to have a docking situation at the back here. I wonder whether we want to put a small or a large docking clamp in. I think we're going to go for the small one. I'm trying to move my mouse with, the camera with the WASD keys, and that is not how it works here. Not how it works. I have destroyed that. Let's pull this out. Oh no, oh no, oh no, we're at the point where we can't actually get this off the attachment point. No, I did the wrong way up. There we go. Oh, crisis averted, guys. No need to panic. You gotta be calm, guys. Gotta be calm. It really does just keep swapping around. Okay, so now that we've got that, if I try and attach this to this, is it gonna? I think we've actually gonna have a problem with the way that I'm trying to attach it, because we need the end node to attach to this end node. But does this then have an internal node? Like that? Yes, it does. All right, cool. All right. Close that. Now we want. Do you mind? Now we want some fuel tanks. Let's grab some of these. We're trying to keep below 30 parts, so let's try and keep this up here. I'm doing a certain challenge series at the moment where I start with all the parts, but all the other restrictions in Kerbal. So we need to kind of respect that. Trying to think how we want this to travel around. So obviously one of the easiest ways to do it is slap one of those down and then get a cluster of nuclear rockets going around. The problem is, of course, this thing, I mean, it looks heavy, right? So it's probably going to be very heavy. Let's see where the center of mass lines up currently with it. It's a shame that it's not like on the middle here. How do we attach more weight to the bottom so this makes sense? I don't think we're going to. I think that's the main thing here is we're not going to. Let's go for the fuel tank. The ideal one that I want must be around somewhere. How about this? Let's remove the oxidizer. No, this is not an airplane. This is going to be for the nerves. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Actually, we do want to have a little bit of. I don't know, I was about to say we want to have a little bit of an actual rocket engine so that we can do big maneuvers. But do we? This thing's never coming back. I mean, we could just fill it with xenon. I wish I had, what is it, the interstellar fuel switch that allowed us to change these to whatever we wanted. But I don't, so we can't. Can we xenon tank? Can we get something that looks like it fits here? Probably not. That is the largest one we've got, right? Like, is there a way of making this an ion drive? Oh, that would take forever though, wouldn't it? Alright, we're going back to this plan. We're going to follow Kerbal's advice of taking out the oxidizer. We're going to build another sort of arrangement on the back. Hey, Cubic, how you doing, buddy? We're making a craft that will never come back from orbit, or at least that's the plan. That's the plan. I kind of dislike using this in this situation, you know? Is there a stumpier one? I think there's probably... Wait, we could do it with a structural part. No, please. This one? It's not the one we want. This one, Rockomax brand adapter. It's probably, yeah. All right, cool. So that's a little bit stumpier. I like this. I like this. See you later, Zed. See you later. We need to. Six parts, still good, still good. Now, if we open this up, can we get... Yeah, we can still get someone in and out of there. That's fine, that's fine. Close this. We've got to think about where some of the equipment... plane is nearing completion. You'll send a file later. Okay, cool, man. Cool. So, I want to bring the center of mass somehow up to the front here. So if we pull this back and put in a... RCS monoprop tank, something like that. Oh, it's closer. It's closer. We probably need some things. There is a quadruple coupler in the structures tab. You could mush them together. You can make an ion drive. I see what you're saying. I think we're going to go with this, though. I think we're going to go with this. After careful consideration with a mouthful of tea. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Bam. Yeah. Okay. All right. I like this. I like this a lot. This out. Something like that. Probably make it look a little bit better. I don't like using too much part clipping, but at the same time, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's go. Oh, hey, go away, GeForce Experience overlay. I didn't ask for you at any point. I have a feeling that I've got the angle on these just a little bit wrong. So the next big important question is how are we going to lift this thing into orbit? Because like having a craft with a whole bunch of functionality is not a problem. No, yeah, read that already. Having one that we can then lift into orbit. So this can't actually be 30 parts. What do you reckon the minimum large lifter I can build is? I mean, we're going to need at least 5 parts, right? Engine, fuel tank, fairing, the coupler. 4 parts. We're going to need at least 4 parts. Put one of these on the front. I'm never sure where to put one of these on the claw. I tell you what we actually want. Science. Survey scanner. Will you work there? Oh, you do work there. Beautiful. Maybe the other way up. No, it doesn't really matter. But we've got like the bulky bit at the top. Deploy the scanner, bam. And then we're doing the scans of the area. Okay, I like this. I like this. Retract the scanner. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. Is there anything in particular? 4 of the biggest solid fuel thrusters done. Yeah. I mean, we still need to be able to put it on and off, but yeah, I think you might have a winning formula there, Cubic. Is there anything else we actually need to make sure we have on here though? What is the one that enables this cargo part? Relays. We want relays. We always want a relay, right? We could just have a direct transmitter. They're all right, I suppose. They're not the most helpful. Not the most helpful. Data transmitter. What's this one? 5.48, and this one 14. I mean, we could just throw this on the front, right? Put that one there, and then this one underneath it. I'm not sure about that actually. Got to be something a little bit smarter we can do than this. I mean, there doesn't have to be. There never has to be a smart way. Maybe the city way that I'm trying is the best way. Boy, the problem with this is it doesn't matter how I put it, it's going to stick outside the fairing. Can we put it inside the bay? Then I can't put the craft that I'm planning to put in the bay inside it. I mean, why would I even have this bay if I wasn't planning to use it? We need to save that. We need to save that. At the back here. I mean, if we deploy it, it can't. No. Rack scanner. I kind of want to put a little. Hinge underneath it, but I don't think that's going to work either. I mean, the most low profile is that, but that I mean, kind of. Until someone tells me they've got a better plan, we're going that one. Okay, right. Is there anything else we need before this becomes? Well, I mean, this is where the testing happens, right? This is where the testing happens. We're calling this survey. Oh man, I can't spell for surveyor. I know this. I don't know why I even started trying to type it. Okay, let's move this up to the top here. Command, no, coupling. Maybe we actually wanted a bigger one. But I'm just gonna make do with this. Okay, so the arrow points to the direction that decouples. That's always something to bear in mind. Pull that down like that. Yeah, right about it. We were saying something about the largest. Oh no, we need a fairing. Wait, before I do anything like that, we need to get a fairing on this thing. Have you seen the shape of it? Have you seen the shape of it? Normally I'm like aerodynamics, but no. How about mounting it with the nerve rockets, but slightly tilted upwards? Well, at the back here. I mean, I was playing with that. Oh, hey, there it is. Sort of back here somewhere. I could be down with this. I could definitely be down with this if we get a little twist like so. I mean, I might even not deploy it. I don't know. We'll find out what we can do with the rocket. And with that in mind, I'm going to move over like parallel with the craft. I think. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know if that's a better way. What are you talking this way? I think that's a bit too suggestive. Okay, let's go that way instead. Right, back in there. All right, cool. There we go. We got it. I want to have a Mark III fairing. Is that big enough? Is it too big? Is it a worker? It is a worker. Oh, all right. I'm cool about this. One of the things I dislike about this type of cockpit is it doesn't join up as well with the fairing. Turns out at all. Okay, we're gonna have to go around it. That's a shame. One of my favourite things with the fairings is the fact that you can connect them to like other capsules and stuff. The snap angle height. What's that about? I don't know. All right, so there we go. 15 parts. Oh man, we've got enough room to put all sorts of other stuff on this. This is good. When we get there and realise we've got problems, then we know we've got room to fix them. One of these, right? Hey, getting us anywhere. Let's have a look. Where's the Delta V readout? Kerbal engineer, if you please. Something like so. Gives us Delta V. Do you mind? I mean, 1.5. It's not bad. Just put 4 of them down there. We're probably good. All right, let's just get the big boys out, shall we? Is that? Where's the big adapter to big adapter? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I need big. Like cross section. We've got to the layer 3. Is that the one that I want? Nope. Is this the one that I want? Nope. None of them are bigger one. But I think. Oh, the SRBs. You might be right. There might be a larger one. Let's click down and have a look. What's the largest solid booster? It turns out it's a 2. It might have been this one. It looks like it wants to be that one. Let's have a look. How much have we got? 16,000 solid fuel as opposed to 8,000. Yeah, looks like this one very much the largest. Having a quick scan through to make sure we've not missed any. Nah, looks like it. Anyway, I'm building. I don't like that. Try that one instead. Much better. Now, normally I'm looking to try and put this thing down, but obviously it wants a whole lot of engines. So let's just go for 2 of these and see. I don't know, guys. I've got a feeling this is not going to lift very well. Do you think we're going to need some fins? I think we might do. I've just noticed no engines this side. That's the best we got. I don't know about you, but this sickens me. This second. We're going to the engine cluster. We're going to do it. The thing that I literally just said we're not going to do, we're going to do. We want one of those in the middle. Scan that up. Cool. I thought the DLC added more solid fuel boosters. I've got them all installed. I mean, to be fair, these are different ones. These are biggers. Looking for. I mean, do we? Wait, I've got two skippers. Why have I got two types of skipper here? What is this? Huh? Not about it. This confuses me. Surely one of these is that version. I get this is the old version, but why is it here? Why is it here? Okay, wolfhounds. I mean, they're pretty good, but they're not quite poodles. No. Guess we're mainsailing it. What else would we even consider putting around the outside of this? I really want to have the stripped down versions though. Okay, cool. We have got a ISP, Delta V of. I mean, we've got 16 there, but it's only 1.5 on these engines. Let's drag that down. 4 point. Okay, that's a bit better. That's a bit better. That's all of these. Then. This bad boy up here, stages. Should we give it a go? I think we're going to give it a go. Let's go to orbit, save, launch. How far away are we going to get with this? I don't know, because of course the thing to bear in mind is we're actually going out to look for more ore. We need to build a little surveyor craft for it, and maybe it will actually join on to a larger craft with like a whole ore processing facility. This looks like fun. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Struts, or it's going to it's even worse than that. Full throttle. We can't go anywhere. We don't have it. We just don't have it. It's trying. It's really trying. It's like, no, you put too much stuff on top of me. We're not going down though. That's intriguing. That's very intriguing. I love this. I love this. This is totally not what I was expecting, but I am about it. Okay, we seem to have picked up a bit of sideways slew in the right direction. I'm kind of good for that. Can we bring this? No, not thrust limit. Ooh, nearly got a bad one there. Let's bring that down to 40. Let's see if we can like ease the wobbling somewhat. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So we're localized hairdryer. I mean, you're willing to use the output of these mighty 5 engines for drying your hair if you all wish. The real question, are we, even at like fully radio out, are we actually going to break the atmosphere? I'm not going to try and go for orbit. We all know that's crazy and it's never going to work. Maybe. But how high up is this going to be able to loft us? 2 kilometers so far. 2 kilometers so far. I reckon if we get any physics warp in there at all, this thing's going to just rip itself apart. Which, you know, it might be fun, but it's not what I'm after. It's not what I'm after. It really doesn't want to settle down into a neat climb. It's just burning upwards. It's wobbling like I've never seen a craft. Well, I mean, to be fair, I've watched many craft wobble like this. Like, look at that! Wow, must be a terrible ride. Terrible ride. Okay, I kind of want to rotate so that my down is facing eastwards, just in case we actually decide that we want to base in a direction. Start going sideways. The more we can get sideways a little bit, then the more. Can we settle down a bit, please? Just settle down a bit, please. There we go. Oh, too far the other way! Too far the other way! It's all over. Did you reach the 30 part cap? I most definitely did not. We can put boosters on this. We can put fins on this. We can put some struts down. Do each struts count? Do each strut count as a part? I think they might. I think they might. We have managed. Let's have. Oh no, not that one. We have managed. If I clock this, 24 parts. 24 parts. So we can definitely. I mean, the problem is 3 decouplers and 3 boosters, and that's all those parts dealt with. You know. The number of engines. It's the number of engines, but we literally can't get rid of the engines, right? Literally cannot. Again, we got an apoapsis. This is good. Hey, Dark First, go. It's going. Is this part limit self-imposed? Kind of. So, I don't have any part limits in this sandbox that we've got going here, and you know, if we have crazy ideas that we want to go, we can go. But I'm also starting a new career mode where I've given myself all the technology straight away, trying to see how that changes the gameplay. It turns out it's quite good. I've lost my slinky. I played with a slinky during stream and dropped it and it's gone. All right. And so I want to try and work to a few of those specifications. I want to try and get a few forever ships up and moving around. Things like I want to have the orbit clearance crew. Hey Corvus, how you doing? Yeah, I want to build like an orbit clearance crew, some guys with a bunch of claws on their ships and parachutes in their engineering pack. Go and capture orbit, slow it down, throw a parachute on it, deorbit it, and go back to the station from whence they came. And then regular fuel trips to keep them up and running. We would also want like the prospectors, the surveyors, and the miners. You know, these are people that are going to go around. And this is a surveying craft. You can see at the back here, got a little scanner. There we go. It's out. Beautiful, wonderful. We've got a cargo bay for putting a landing craft inside of. This will have the other scanning module on it. Let's just close that back again. Close. Thank you very much. It's got the nerves on the back here for good range. Whether it's going to be enough, I don't know. I mean, we've only got 1.5 delts in there. There's going to be more enough for us to circularize, if nothing else. I mean, let's find out. Let's find out. Add maneuver. How much do we need? Okay, just to even break the atmosphere. Oh, it's about half. It's about half. Okay, fair enough. Get that right on. It's not going to do it for me. I'm like right on the apoapsis. It's like nah. That's something. Apoapsis. There we go. And then to circularize. How about to go to the moon? Because that, like, if we're not at least going to the moon, we're not really doing anything impressive, are we? Quite the ascent profile, yes, mate. Yes. If you scroll back just a little bit in the episode, you will see quite the wobbly spacecraft. So rather than try and go through the brutality of turning it, I thought we'd just go up and let this craft do the rounding. Okay, so already I've got some notes to make. So for instance, power. This thing has no power at all. Once we've done what we've done, we are going to be dead. So we need to come up with better than that. Oh, this is nice. It's very nice. I like this. Kerbler's just deleted his post. Okay, fair enough. Sure, I read it out already. Okay, I'm just waiting for my nose to level off. You can see how we're like up at that sort of angle at the moment. I want to bring us down towards the horizon. I might just go and do it anyway. Let's preempt this here. Let's preempt this. We can bring this together. All right, cool. We can start burning. Oh, I haven't turned my engines on. There we go. All right. The real question, of course, is how long will this fuel last me? It's liquid fuel. I don't think we've got any oxidizer on board. No, our Kerbal node very nicely reminded me to get rid of it. Got a bunch of excess, not a problem. I mean, I wonder whether RCS is a thing that we need on this craft. I mean, maybe. Oh, hey, Mr. Wardunk, how are you doing? It's been some time. It has definitely been some time. Oh, my throat is feeling the burden of chatting half fast today. It really is. That's a bit of a shame. Because I do like to do so. Always a good view. Always a good view. How are we doing here? Looking at my periaps. Okay, so of course one of the trade-offs that you make for high efficiency engines is of course the fact that it takes forever to do anything. So I'm going to go for a little bit of physics time warp here. I think we can go all the way up to 4 because we're not under any aerodynamic stress. So is everything going to get ripped apart? No. So have you been warmed up? What have you been up to? Making the rocket shorter and putting on some asparagus staging would fix the wobble as well as save fuel. Ah, but that's very part intensive. Every asparagus stage takes a decoupler and a fuel line. I've totally overcooked this, right? No, we're good. You know what? Can we hit the moon from here? No. Not even close. That's a shame. There'll be a point somewhere, but it looks like the inclination's going to be a big 9 degrees. Man, this was a wobble when I got up there. It's fine though. That's fine. We can make use of it. Bring this out. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect passing. I'll do this. Toil for money and cuddles. Hope you're well. At least sounds like. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good, mate. I'm currently undertaking vast changes in my life. For the past however long, I've done nothing but play computer games and muck about and have good times. And suddenly, out of nowhere, wasn't quite out of nowhere, I had 3 of my family members die on me. I decided that maybe it was time that I needed to go and do something with my life, and I'm currently working towards my astrophysics degree. I got like my general physics, like low-level stuff to do first, lower-level stuff to do first. But yeah, then I'm going to be working on my Masters of Science and hopefully my PhD afterwards, as long as I haven't like destroyed mine and my girlfriend's life with debt by that point. So we'll see what's going on with that in 4 or 5 years, right? Okay, we circular. We do be circular. I want to bring us around this way. Now, am I actually going to try and go for a? I was going to say gravity assist, but no. Oh, thanks very much, Corvus. Thanks very much. I hope I'm going to do right. I hope I'm going to do well. Okay, let's turn that around and point us in the right direction. We've got over a minute left for the burn. I really dislike waiting these few seconds. There is somewhere where you can, yeah, set this up to bring it down closer. Ooh. I press 0 and then go. Oh, it takes me forward 1 second. That's a shame. That is a shame. Alright, we got a few seconds. So if we put this back up to the 50-50 that I like to do, we've got 10 seconds and 15 seconds. I keep clicking on stuff and the numbers change. It's funny, you change parameters and suddenly everything's like, no, gotta do different. 7, 6, 5, I'm gonna go 4, 3, 2, go! Because, like, watch, it will just carry on counting down. It's one of the things I dislike about the maneuver node system is it's never quite on point, is it? There's always a little bit of drift. And believe me, I understand there is not a single thing in physics that is spot on. Everything is just some sort of approximation. But we can get a little closer. Like, look at this, 8 seconds, 9 seconds. Whoa. What we should have done is made the other craft docked it with it. I just want to see what its range is at the moment. I just want to see how far we can get this travelling before we start bringing awkward things like gravity assists and stuff like that. Because like we could get an assist from the various bodies around Kerbin. The thing is, it wouldn't actually give us that much of a boost. It's all right. It's definitely better than nothing. But compared to the boost you can get off of the actual planets, it might as well be nothing. Okay, let's point in the right direction. So it's all about getting out to interplanetary space, right? From interplanetary space, you can just bounce around from planet to planet, grabbing gravity assist, building up your apparatus until eventually you get flung from the system. Hey, number 3, how are you doing? The music is loud. Okay, I've turned it down already. Wow. Okay, let's try this again. Let's bring it down to 40. Apply. Except that one particular music, which I should know the name of. I've been working with the musics recently, but that one particular piece of music is a lot louder than all the others. Okay, we have stopped our time acceleration. We're still out in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, I say middle of nowhere. We can see the planet. Wait, I started too early. Let's just go that far. Now we're going to start too late. Great. Purpose of this endeavor is just, like I said, we're just finding out what the range of this particular craft is right now. I wanted to lift not a cargo, a mothership, if you will, a craft that can take a smaller craft inside it, has efficient engines to get around, and has things like the scanning and the comms on it, including the Kerbal to be able to control stuff when they are too far away. Does this look like I'm gonna enter the? It does just about look like I'm gonna enter the moon sphere of influence. This is a terrible encounter though. Yeah, it's going the wrong way. Let's not do that. Let's try forwards. That'll do. Do I have anybody to leech Netflix off of? I do, but I really don't watch much. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life, you know. Okay, can this get closer or further away? Okay, this is getting closer. The closer we get to the moon, look at that. Look at the kick out. Look at the kick out happening. Closer we get to the moon, the further further of a gravity system. Yeah, I don't know whether we want to do this or just wait for the next one to spring round. There we go. All right, you're on the wrong side. We want to get you to the other side, and that'll give us a second big kick. Okay, there. That should... Yes, look at that second kick. Ah, beautiful. And that's sending us down to Eve. Fine, we're going to Eve, guys. We're going to Eve. Oh, maybe 40 minutes for a short movie sounds like something we could do. Okay, so we get our first gravity encounter, and then our second one really pings it out. That I'm not keen on the angle of exit there. We'll give this a little bit of a tweak when we get there. Probably from here. Add maneuver. That is the exit over there, right? Yeah. So if we were to pull this down this way, whoop, and then get it closer. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. That is how you leave perfectly perpendicular to your orbit. What happens if we now set Eve as the target? We'll see it next orbit, I'm sure. All right. Well, I guess we're just waiting for a little bit. Just waiting for a little bit. So what's this movie? What's the movie you want me to watch another 3? I would be very interested. I mean, as long as it's, you know, a stream-safe topic of conversation. Okay. Let's warp to our next maneuver. Which is a long way away. I should be watching this. No, not from here. From here. Hi, how you doing? Okay, so we've done our first encounter. There it goes. There's the surveyor. He's going to whip around and come in for a second one. But of course, whoop, during this time, we've got a maneuver to undertake. Now, the furthest away I could possibly be is the point to do all the maneuvers. If I was smart enough, I could possibly have, like, figured out which way to manipulate my orbit when, like, further out, like much further out. But I'm not that intuitive with this yet. I'm doing okay. Don't get me wrong. I know when you're pushing one place that another place will move, but I haven't quite got the long-range, multiple patched conics vision going yet. There's a short movie, Two Distant Strangers. Look at a time loop getting killed by police. The police are so evil, might as well be wearing KKK outfits. I mean, they probably are. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'll check it out. Oh, well, I mean, I will put it on the list to go check out. I can't make any serious commitments. Okay, so we've got a bunch of RCS on here, but I didn't put any ports down. I think that's an oversight. But can early game engineers weld stuff? Here's a question that I do not know the answer to. Should we make a new early game and go find out? I think we might need to. Are we just flying out at this point? Let's have a look. Okay, let's go through yon moon encounter. Oh, there we go. We're off. A little bit good. There was no Minmus encounter. And now when we are out and free, let's warp over here somewhere. Honourable Falcon debris. Have we left yet? Oh, we have left. We're still looking at the moon. That's the problem. I was like waiting for Surveyor to leave the sphere of influence. Let's double click on that. Double click on. We're going to press tab. We're going to go through all the planets, and then the last one afterwards is the craft that we're looking at. Okay, cool. Now, the reason that I've done this is because I want to add some maneuvers and see if we can't hit Eve. I've got a fear it's going to be just a little bit too far away. Oh, look, if we come over to this descending node, we can bring it up. The problem with planets is compared to the size of their orbit, they're quite tiny. They are quite tiny. Let's go this way. So, oh, that's bad. I don't think we could have a further apart approach if we tried. And because they're so small, if you're like a degree or two off, you can completely miss it. And I do quite regularly. Those two gonna touch like that. There we go. There's an encounter. I'm not sure whether this is set up for it though. It says I'm going to run out of fuel, and I kind of believe it. That last burn there was pretty heavy. Let's see if we can go the other way and see if that gives us any... No, not that way, this way. No, it doesn't look like there's going to be any closer approach here. I mean, given the fact that I left without even asking when a maneuver window is going to be, I think we did okay. All right, let's go add to this craft. We need power. We need RCS. We need actually. This is safe. Safe. We're gonna go do a thing. Pause. Quit. We're gonna go make a new career mode. Do I have one? Do I have one? No, I don't have one on the go. Start new career mode. All the Z's so I know where it is. We don't care about any of this. Don't care about any of this. We're gonna go busy Twitchy though. Start. All right, cool. Then I'm going to say thank you. OF12 and cheats. Always love going into the cheat menu. There we go. All research and development. We've got it all. We've got it all, guys. I'm going to jump in here. No, I want to jump in the other one. And we're just going to make the most basic craft we can make. Get out of here. We're going to slap one of these down. We're going to get a whole bunch of this. And we're going to put a rocket underneath it. I'm sure that we can do better than this. Man, it's everybody's first rocket, right? Everybody's first rocket. You know what? Let's do everybody's first rocket. Let's do it. Let's do it. The decoupler. Thanks. Wait, if we're doing actually everybody's first rocket, we could do this one down here, and then something like that one. Look at that. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a beauty. Somewhere here we're going to have a problem. Like so. Alright, cool. 3. Oh man. You know what we're going to do? Look at that. Beautiful. I want to be able to bring him back safe. Great. Now, we're going to put an end... What do you mean? Too heavy. Are you kidding me? This is a problem. Wish I had infinite money. I hear this is a problem in the real world as well. Who doesn't want infinite money? I mean, really. I mean, infinite money, I think, could be a bit of, like, where'd you keep it? Where'd you keep it? I'm sure there's plenty of banks that would be like, yeah, no, we can keep your infinite money for you. And you'd be like, how? They're like, no, don't ask the how. We're just going to keep it. Oh man, we're so close to being launchable. You. Like the smallest sliver. There we go. This should take us to orbit. Now, what I'm actually here to do is get some RCS ports. Go inventory. I've lost the inventory. Jeb. Ugh. We're gonna get rid of that. No, we'll leave him his parachute. Reversible. Variable thrust block. I mean, how many of those? No. Okay, 40 out of 50 litres. So it can be done. It can be done. Let's see if we can't make this happen and still actually be able to launch it. Payload, something like this. Is there like service? Like where can we just like keep some cargo stuff? There we go, cargo. Brilliant. This one. Or container module. Thanks very much. All right, that's more the ticket. That's more the ticket. So let's fill this up. Can we put multiples? No, we can't put multiples in the same slot. That's a shame. So there's 4. We just need to make sure that we can do that with early game Kerbals. I'm also going to pull these down a little bit. All right, there we go. Is it going to launch? It might even make it to orbit. You never know. I feel like I've got too many fins on here, but we'll see. Save go. Okay, you have posted your 30-part aircraft on Discord chat room for subscriber craft submissions. Prove that you can head to the pole and back with science. I've learnt my lesson about flying planes on stream. I've got to be honest, Wise. It's not the most thrilling of activities for people to watch. Go! Oh wait, I got Jebediah. I haven't got Bill. Wait, Jeb. I really dislike you for this exceedingly common reason that just keeps happening. Just get out of here. Do you reckon we can? Do we have the space? I think we've got the space. Let's put a probe core on that can actually handle. There we go. Its own controls. Very important. Okay, let's try that again. Bill. You will do or you will perish. I mean, I can give it a go. Probably won't be flying it to. I mean, what we'll probably do is strap it to a bunch of boosters. Nothing quite like strapping a plane to a bunch of boosters. Okay, I need to get this guy to orbit. 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, we could have just cheated. I don't know why I'm actually flying this, to be honest with you. We could use the F12 menu. We could have put him up in orbit. We didn't need to worry about any of this stuff. Okay, I'm going to keep the mass for now. Do you reckon there's more mass or more drag? I'm not sure. Let's go. Challenge, bridge to planet, surface to surface, any means possible. I believe that the planet's surface are not loaded when you're on another planet's surface. One thing I do want to do, as we've talked about many times, but like Gilly is tiny. There must be some big geotech stuff that we can do with Gilly, you know? Get up and above the atmosphere. I need to break free. Yeah, it'd be really nice to have a space elevator going from Ike to Juna. Like, why doesn't the Kerbal Space Program have a space elevator? There's a question. It'd be really nice. That's one of my wants for KSP2. Do you know what else is one of my wants? Is my Cam WD-40 that I've still not sprayed. Thanks very much, Warduck. I will catch you around, buddy. Catch you around. Yeah, if you could make a ridiculous want from KSP, what would you use? What would you ask for? Mine would be, you know, Dyson spheres, space elevators, stuff like that. Would it be great to have a space elevator? I think it'd be. Even if they just provided a tether. Ah, we didn't make it. Even if they just provided a tether for you to strap a craft to, you know? That'd be great. That'd be about that. Okay, that's orbit. All right, Bill. Oh, we're still traveling fast, lol. All right, Bill. EVA, my friend. EVA. Quick, back to the space center. We got something to do. Maybe make a Dyson sphere around Gilly. Yeah, Mark, you're feeling it, my friend. You know what we're talking about. Like if we got a probe core, right, and we just stuck those giant. Is it this one? Kerbals can perform AVAs. There we go. Stuck giant thing. Direct energy propulsion. Ooh. So like stick some solar panels on a craft and you could just go. Is that what you're saying, Wise? But yeah, if we got the biggest solar panels available in the game and stuck them onto some tiny probe cores, and then just kept on firing them off the top of the tallest mountain of Gilly, I reckon we could get a pretty good like Dyson swarm effect going on. All right, you can EVA now, right? Yeah. All right. Good. Okay, we've got several things we need to figure out here. First is how does okay. I've never used this before. I don't know. Can we swap? Okay, cool. Can you go in there? No. How do I drop it? Pressing buttons. Oh, I've got inside. I've got inside. This is not what I was trying to do. How do I just drop it? I don't think I can. Don't you need a drill or something? Well, this is not Kerbal attachment system, but we can go back and have a look. Let's go and have a look. The fact that I can't put that away is kind of annoying. Let's Space Center. Okay, not like that. They're like, no, not while you're hanging onto a ladder. So, the Kerbal game doesn't give you any feedback on how to do it, because this isn't a mod. I really want to point that out. This is now part of the game. Not really. A station as an energy laser cannon fires a certain amount of energy in a beam that directed target's energy. Okay, yeah. So, Operation Starshot type stuff. Yeah, I'm about that. Let's go into the vehicle assembly building. Let's go look at the cargo. Let's make sure there is no drill or whatever. Communicant drowned, repair kit, jetpack. Personal parachutes. Some more parachutes. Work lamps. Well, yeah, no, I didn't think so. There is no drill to be had. The EVA repair kit. The repair kit has tape tools. There's another next to allow intrepid cables to effect repairs on broken parts. Okay, repair kits are used up when effecting repairs and more than rev. Okay. All right, we'll figure that one out as well. I wonder if there's a way. There is totally a way. That watch this. We'll go. Hey, can we in this cargo have this cargo container? Thanks. We're going to open this up and drop some stuff in there. What do we want to drop? I don't know what would be very handy. What I really wanted to do was start putting stuff in here and then just teleport it up to orbit and go and grab stuff out. Doesn't look like it's in here though. Doesn't look like anything's in here that's actually helpful. Nope. Okay, that's all Kerbal operating system stuff. Okay. Who knows then? Who actually knows? Who can give me some information? You know what? What do you mean, bottom? Let's try Kerbal engineer. Let's see if we got anything. All right. Let's back out. Let's do this. I found the wiki page, if that helps, guys. I found the wiki page. Allows engineers, yep, or place parts on active cards. Create a new small probe. Click on the hook icon on the right icon group during EVA. That sounds very complicated. Okay, EVA, hook. See a hook? Okay, alright, here we go. Great, look at that. Learning stuff as we go, guys. Learning stuff as we go. Alright, this... Very simples. I am about it. We'll put double on. Why not? Let's do this. Okay, alright. Today we learned, guys. Today we did learn. Similar to a drill in the trailer. Nope, nothing like that, my friend. Nothing like that. Are you sure you're not confusing it with Kerbal attachment system? Because that needed drills. Could you just have a Kerbal rebuild a craft that has entirely exploded with those repair kits? Possibly. I've not played about with it. It's one of the things that I intend to play about with a lot more when we can. I need to get up to Apoapsis over there. Oh, I can't because we're in early game. Okay, fair enough. Let's try that again. There we go. That's where I want to be. Thanks. Okay, looking this way. Turn on the RCS and thrust. Watch this. Is it going down far enough? It is going down far enough. Maybe a wish for a semi-perpetual power generator part. I mean, I kind of feel like that's what the solar, the Dyson Swarm is all about. It's about like getting that infinite amount of energy to do crazy things with. Blatantly, once you've got that huge amount of energy, your Kerbals should be using it to create like ridiculous. I've still got infinite propellant on, haven't I? Should be using it to make crazy things like super dense materials or that. Is it still bright your way? Yes, it's still bright. Or perhaps that's where the materials for the you should have a space elevator before Dyson Sphere, right? How do you make a space elevator before you make a Dyson Sphere? I mean, technically, Dyson Swarms are doable right now, right? There's not much stopping us just starting launching solar panels to orbit, right? If you just do enough with some sort of like power transmission, like Wise was saying. I think microwave's the way. If we just have a sun's worth of microwave energy being beamed at the planet, I mean, what could possibly go wrong? And this is actually one of the big problems with Dyson Spheres or solar energy plants in space. Is you end up getting a lot of energy into the planet that wouldn't necessarily have gone to the planet, So you think we have a bit of a greenhouse problem right now. Imagine if we started adding extra heat. It'd be outrageous. It would be outrageous. Slow entry. It's a slow entry. Got the littlest amount of monoprop left. Let's make use of it. There we go. It's all gone now. It's all gone. It's getting warm. Is it going to be too warm? I don't think it is going to be too warm. I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to should just about make it through. So another thing that I want to work on, and we're going to go work on now, is I've been working on a class of craft that is essentially. Let's slow this down. That is essentially a solid booster with jet engines. I found one configuration that will make it to orbit, and I found several that will not. I want to play around with the several that will not and see if we can't do something a little better. I still prefer direct energy transfer style propulsion, something like deuterium beam energy. I mean, deuterium's a anyway. Transfer, reception, power source, transmitter. Yeah, okay, I think I get you. Like, deuterium's like heavy hydrogen, right? I'm right with that, right? Two neutrons. Or is it a neutron? So, some esoteric science news for you. They were measuring the composition of a lead atom to try and ascertain where the neutrons are around the nucleus. And it turns out all the protons are in the middle, and then the neutrons are kind of in a shell around it. A neutron, yes. And this had massive implications for neutron stars, hence why I'm doing it. Deuterium is hydrogen, angry ones. 2 neutrons is deuterium, and just a single one is deuterium. Yeah, okay, cool, got it. These things I did know, but it's hard when you can't just go look up to double check. You're like, it's one of these two. It's one of these two. Is this guy gonna actually come back in the right place? Did you know that the German built a rocket plane in World War II? I did, but the wings would always just snap off in turns because of the sheer G-forces. That bit I did not know. I knew there was a prototype, but I didn't know much about it. So, Starship SN15. I presume everybody's seen the footage of the launch and landing at this point. The real question is, are they going to fly it again? Are they going to take the thing that only just managed not to blow up on landing? There was fire and everything. And are they going to relaunch it? That would be great. I've still not heard specifically where the fire was coming from. I'd like to know if there was a ruptured fuel line or something like that. I mean, I assume there was a ruptured fuel line. Like, where else is it going to have the fuel to burn from? Oh look, we're at the crater. I always love this place. It's my favourite spot on the planet. Looks like we're going into nighttime though. That's fine though. We've got the toasty warm glow of the plasma. I hit the wrong button. I want to hit view. Now that is a dangerous EVA right there. Remember that tritium has 2 neutrons because there are 3, well, not molecules, 3 nucleons. Molecules is like atoms stuck together, but yeah, totally. You're totally right. What is that? Untitled spacecraft debris. Well, it's good to see you, my friend. I hope that your voyage is a pleasant one. Ours seems to be pretty fiery right now. We're holding pointing though. That's the important thing. You're on a chemical course. You should know better. Yeah, exactly that. Well, in that case, yeah, very much you should. I do like Scatterer, but I feel like it's just a little bit too strong. You know what I'm saying? Kerbal spent a lot of time, well, Squad have spent a lot of time thinking about what the planets look like. They've even gone round and updated them recently. And I think Scatterer is just a little too much like, let's just smudge it behind some visual effects and you just be so overwowed with the smudge that you'll be overwowed, you know? And I'm not. I've been playing around with the Scatterer settings quite a lot. Trying to get a look that I'm after, but doesn't hit it. Okay, so it turns out, Bill, yes, the moment we're just going to leave anyway. The moment you start with an engineer, you can go ahead and get rid of that. Right, cool. Go ahead and rebuild a craft. So that's cool. Blur is the graphics artist's best friend, and it's like the shadows for the old monster movies, right? They're just like, yeah, we'll hide it in the dark, it'll be fine. I do like just having a bit of a look around. Okay, so as I was saying, let's go and have a look. We've got a bunch of boosters. Now, I happen to know. Do I have this? Don't save. Do I have one here? This. Look at this, guys. We've got 2 Whiplash engines. We've got a kickback in the middle and a couple of shrimps down the side, complete with Separatrons on the other side. Helltaker added new stuff. All right, cool. This is the only design I found that will make it to orbit. Now, I want to know if I take this. Let's go new. If I take, I don't know, Whiplash, and then in the aerodynamics we've got this thing, which I don't fully understand what it does, but I know it means that we can fly higher for longer. And then I want to have a... Yes, exactly that. Then we're going to go for a coupling. Now, this is not a single stage, but it might be a way of getting light satellites into orbit. I'm going to keep an eye on my part count as always. The shrimp booster, of course. Oh, look at that. Yes, loving it. I think I've got this actually. I think this is it. Do we want to have a battery or just a thing? It looked like a shiny Concorde. I mean, yeah. Let's go. Let's give it a battery. I don't think it's going to need much more than just a single battery. It's either that or like this. I think it's like. Do we? Where's in here? There's a super tiny nose cone. Yeah. Oh, I'm so about this. Should we go see if we can fit this into orbit? This is the tiniest. I never know whether that is right or not. I was going to call it, but it's not a single stage, so I don't know what tiniest javelin. Let's see what we can do with this. I don't know whether this is actually. I wanted to stand it on its end. I don't know whether this is going to do anything useful. In fact, I know it is. I know we can very definitely launch this thing. I mean, is it going all the way to space? I don't know, but we can definitely get it. The toothpick. You reckon it's a toothpick? Vessel mover. Let's just use vessel mover. We don't need to go in and out of the load screen. That one? Oh, wait. Something like that. All right, place that vessel. Okay, we're good. We're good. T, radial out. No, not like that. Wait, hold up. This way. Go. So, I think some wings would have been handy. Turns out an SAS unit would have also been handy. We've got no roll control here. So either an SAS unit or a set of wings, Velcrons. But watch that roll go. Watch that roll go. And I've got no control over it whatsoever. So maybe some wings. Maybe some wings. Okay, let's... I'm going too fast, too upwards. I don't want to go this fast, this upwards. I want to go sideways. Yeah, fuel. Good speed, though. Good speed, good speed, good speed. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Look at that Apple apps already. Oh, I didn't quite use all the fuel. That's a shame. That's a shame. So high up, so high up. Okay, so there are a few things we could do to make this better already, but I think we're doing all right. Oh, we've got no control at all, right? No, we've got no control at all. We can't go from here. Gonna watch it crash and burn? No, we're not gonna watch it crash and burn, but it is gonna go up. I bet if we look in that direction. Oh no, with the wrong time warp. Wrong time. Oh, okay, let's go like this. I was kind of hoping to have the other time warp, which would have ended up freezing my rotation in spot. That's fine though. That's fine. We'll do that once we're out of the atmosphere. So drifting around. I just want to see how far. I mean, we got like 2,619 Delta V's in the tank. I've got a feeling we're actually going to do all right. That's not what I wanted. Bit more nose down than I would have liked, but it wasn't a bad guess from just like rotating around randomly. Now the question is, are we going to be able to get this anywhere close to 0? Because if that works, we can then like stick a different craft up on the front here. Something tiny, of course, something that is probe core size that can then like fold out. I don't know whether we can actually do that. I think so. We're gonna do it. There we go. Orbit. Orbit has been achieved. Okay, that is quite the craft. Let's go and improve on it. How can we improve on it, guys? Wow. I did not think that we would be here. I've just left the curbing system. I've just left the curbing system. Oh my gosh. We're going back to Eve with it. This did better than the last craft. I'm shocked. I am shocked. Legitimately flabbergasted. Legitimately flabbergasted. Okay, right. So we're going to get one of these reaction wheels. Let's pop that down the bottom here. Can we now, like, is there a Mark 6 payload? There's not. How about the fairing? No, 1.5. There needs to be a tiny, tiny fairing. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, that's a great shame. That's a great shame. I was kind of hoping that we could use this. I've got a feeling that I do have a use for it. I do have a use for it, and I will show you this use. But watch this. We'll that way up, and then we'll get some science, and then we'll bump a lot of those on here, and then like instantly it's become a useful craft. But is it really? Is it really? No one's got any massive feedback for it. Like, I like it. I like it. It does the job. It does the job incredibly well. wondering whether we want to put like a couple of these things on here with the baguette fuel tank. We don't have a Mark 0 fuel tank, do we? That's just not a thing that exists other than like this guy. We've got this, but do we have a rocket fuel version of that? I don't think so. That one's the adapter. These are all huge, so no. Yeah, no, there's nothing that comes in this size. That's the problem. We've obviously got La Baguettes, but I've changed the colour. It's the right size, but I don't think it quite does what we're after. I'm trying to think. Watching a live stream and Mum starts hoovering. I mean, that unfortunately is the way of things. Let's take this to cut. That's not the way I expected it to break. I should have, because I put the Whiplash engine down first, but that's not the way I expected it. So in that case, grab these first, then this. Then we're going to get a tiny little engine. I prefer myself the AN engine, but let's try the Terrier, because did you know if you turn the shroud off and then click there, you can actually turn this into a Mark 1. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to drop it on. A Mark 0, sorry. So, for instance... So this has got fuel in it, right? I was wondering if we could... Mark 0... couple of donuts. Or do we just go straight donut? I think we might just go straight donut. I was wondering whether we could use the fuel tank there. I mean, we're already getting ridiculous in part number. It's kind of good though. Tiniest Javelin 2. So we're straying away from the solids, but that's fine. Okay, so honestly, surprised I got that into orbit. What's the next one up? The Separatrons aren't going to work. They're just kind of for positional work. I suppose the next one is that tiny 1.2 Mark 1. I got the wrong... Goodbye! I got the wrong engine. I mean, how much... This is not doing bad. Oh, we're watching it. Oh, yes. Oh, give me that bullseye. Oh, it's not going to hit, is it? Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. No, thank you, man. Thank you. I like to at least make my my mess ups look good. Okay, revert to launch. Let's see if we can do this again. Let's see if we can do this again. I've got a feeling this one not going to be as good. It's a shame that we are missing some of the tiny fuel tanks, right? So this way around. Are you the jet engine? You are the jet engine. Go. You are the jet engine. Orbital dartboard, my friend. What a great idea. I love that. How do we make that happen? How do we make that happen? It would need to be like back there, just floating, right? You've got to go all the way around. Time like Mark, like who's calling? Yeah, sorry mate, I can totally understand why that would be a little bit awkward for you. Okay, is this a better angle? I feel like we're going to run out of fuel too quick. Yeah, we ran out of fuel too quick. Okay, revert space plane. No, not space plane hangar. Wanted to go to launch. Sorry guys. Honestly, for functionality, I don't think we're going to have a good job. I don't think we're ever going to have a good time trying to beat the original Littlest Javelin. Okay, go. Oh, it's the wrong one again. Next time we find ourselves in the space plane hangar, someone remind me to swap the staging round. Look at this fog here. Great. I might just start like activating engines from here, just being like, activate. Okay, let's try 25 degrees. I'm just gonna keep trying different angles until I find the one that works best. Is that 25? That's about 25. I'll go with that. I will go with that. Okay, picking up the right speed. I'm going to go pro grade again. Why not we do battleship? Oh, what, as in like F7? I mean, that's not a bad idea. Okay, I feel like I was far too upright. We've got a massive power app, but nothing on the Apple app. Though still able to punt out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Place a ship off the ocean near KSP and launch player-controlled missiles. I mean, I'm kind of about that. I mean, what we actually want to do is have a class of missile that's powered only up to its Apple apps, and then you get to come down under like any sort of flight control. So you can put wings on it if you want, right? But like it's right here or something. I think that would be hilarious. I think that would be hilarious. We should probably put together some formal rules for that, right? I'm down for it. I am down. Okay, 68, 69, 70. I'm counting that. It'd be really nice if we could like leave this in orbit. That's a better idea. Yeah, battleships is a great idea, but you need to try and think in the game. So if we were playing Minecraft, bam, it's got a grid system. You can call out things and stuff like that, right? Whereas this, it's just like, okay, try and think of a way to make it gamey, but not. It looks like a baby's bottle, man. Spot the dad. Wow. Also, hey Carl, how you doing, man? Hey Decipher, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I mean, I was thinking it looked like something else, but yeah, baby's bottle. Let's go with that. Like the big pulky bit at the bottom. We're just about to cruise our way up to 1 meter. Me and Wise here are trying to figure out a way of making games for people in Kerbal. We were just talking about maybe having some battleships that you place around here, and then you have solid booster javelins that kind of look like this. No worries, mate. No worries. Okay, I guess we're just gonna go forwards. I bet we could have had a more efficient engine here. That's a pacifier. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, are we gonna make it to orbit? Are we gonna make it to orbit? Everybody watch that number. You see that little minus there? We want it to turn into a plus, and we want to get to at least 100. At least 100. Global lawn darts. Yeah, something like that. Missile advice with Twitchi. That's good. Looks like a... Oh, man. Let me try and pronounce this. A Czech... Kozak? Or is that... that's a Kol... Is that actually a W instead of an L? Maybe. Well, we made it to orbit, guys. This is great. This is great. I'm not sure what we would do with such a tiny craft. I want to try it with a smaller engine. What do you guys think? You're right, guys. We should move on to a different solid booster. Okay, so we did the shrimp. We got the shrimp up to orbital technologies. That's nice. We could try this guy, but it's just half a shrimp. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're proving anything with that. The next one, of course, is. I mean, it's hard not to just strap a whiplash on the front of it. Look, if we. I'm gonna have to come up with a better system because I could literally just go. Where are you? What are these? Remind me to put a decoupler on that. One of these, and then also we need a control unit. Something with a pointy front. No, who needs a pointy front? We'll just go like that. Okay. Engine, whiplash, whip. That one. Okay, cool. So, I reckon if I strap anything to the top of this, I could get it going up into orbit. I've just got a feeling. that is the way it's going to be. Let's 1.2 decoupler. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Let's put a nose cone parachute, and let's actually make it viable as a craft. So we'll go payload and put a service bay on there. Okay, cool. So now it kind of has a function as well. I know, crazy, giving my craft functions. Who does this? What do you mean we're not just trying to launch stuff into space just to say, hey, look, we can launch stuff into space? I mean, no, not this time. So there we go. Look at that, beautiful. Let's close this. Okay, this is. Let's have a look. We had the tiny javelin. This is based on the flea. So what are we going? This is going to be the tick. This is going to be the tick. Okay, Tiok. We're going to go with the Tiok. Okay, welcome. Find out what we've forgotten. Someone come and fix my chat. Oh man, it's a brand new chat. That's the problem. Brand new chair. I just need to get some WD-40 on it. It's not like I haven't done this to my old chair as well. Oh, the loads are real. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I think my staging might be wrong. Let's start with this and pull this down here, and then for the next one, something like that. Does that look good? Does that look good? Bingo Blotter. Bingo Blotter is a great name for a craft. I'm not necessarily thinking it's this craft, though. Hyok has the same vibe as Jeffrey's Hyok. Yeah, I'll go with that. Yes. Okay, we may have pitched over a little too far. We'll try and pitch up during the whole process of this. Maybe that's too far pitched up. Okay, something like that. Okay, we're literally launching at a 45-degree angle. We'll see what this does. I'm expecting to run out of fuel just as we hit about 1.2 kilometers per second. You heard me right, 1.2 kilometers per second. But no, we didn't go up high enough. We're gonna have to try again. So what I'm doing here is keeping an eye on my Apple App's height. I need to get it up to. How'd you read Goofy as Jeff? I don't know, mate. I don't know. I just glance down and say stuff. Yeah, so I'm watching my Apple App site. I want to try and get it to at least 100. At least 100 so that we have time for the flea to do its job. I didn't put any Separatrons on this, so this guy's not coming back home. And full throttle go. So 45 degrees were bad. Let's try 30. Let's try 30 degrees. 30 degrees sounds fun to me. Goofy's good. Man, you don't see much from Goofy nowadays, do you? Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not watching enough TV. Maybe Goofy's everywhere. He was really big, sort of 90s, mid 2000s, you know. Come on, 90, at least 90. Ah! This thing's heavy. This thing's heavy. Are we gonna strap 2 whiplashes to it? Are we gonna strap 2 whiplashes? One more go at even less angle, 10 degrees, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna strap more whiplashes to it. I'm obsessed with that phrase, Bingo's Blotter. I mean, I'm just like, yes, what? That's a great phrase. I need to use that somewhere. Okay, 10 degrees. Use a drop tank, maybe. Yeah, so with a little bit more fuel really wouldn't go this, actually. All right, there's like 15 degrees. Let's go 15 degrees. We could easily just put an extra liquid fuel cell on this, and this will be fine. Now that I've said that out loud, I'm like, well, why don't I just put an extra liquid fuel tank on it? Should we just put an extra liquid fuel tank on it after this? Well, it all depends whether this gets up to 90. If it gets up to 90, great. We'll ignore it. We'll say this is another win for the Whiplash crew. Yeah, there we go. All right, great. Now, I know we're moving dead weight, but the dead weight is giving me extra inertia to punch through the atmosphere, so we're going to hold on to it until we get out of the top of the atmosphere. It's all about inertia, right? All about inertia. Make the head larger than the body. I mean, if you want, yeah, we can do that. I think it's just going to give me aerodynamic drag, but, you know, why not, eh? Why not? Just waiting to get out the top of the atmosphere. Like I've already punched it as hard as I'm going to punch it. Maybe use those tiny not Sepratron SRBs to boost it before the jet spools up. What a great idea. Yeah, mate. Wow, I don't know whether actually that's because like the time it takes. Here in Germany, Goofy has been literally replaced with Donald Duck since Trump was elected. That's cool. Gonna call it the potato masher. It's a great dance, but I'm not sure if it's a good ship. Okay, real question. Is 1,000 delts enough to get us into orbit? No. I can tell you now it's not. We need about 2,000 delts. We're gonna do these both at the same time. Are we ready? It's gonna get explosive. Go! Away it goes. It's off. It's gone. Okay, this is not a viable craft. We can make it viable, but that's not it. Okay, yeah, I'll try it. Let's do that. Let's start going through user suggestions. We're gonna do them all at once. We're gonna do every single thing people have suggested. Okay, let's start. Drop tank. We're gonna go use a drop tank. I'm gonna start at the top and work my way down. You guys have brought this upon yourself. Wait. Radial. We're gonna go with 2 drop tanks, and then also 2 boosters. Okay. Here's the not Separatrons for the 2 boosters, and then here's the drop tanks. Let's get some fuel. Where are you? The little fuel tank or the large fuel tank? I think we're going to go with the little fuel tank because it will overwhelm the look that we've got going. And what? Yeah, look at that. Totally worth it. Let's move these into place. Okay, people are going to ask me about nose cones, so let's put some nose cones. I still ascertain that aerodynamics are massively overrated, especially in Kerbal. Kerbal, you can very much go for even a brick will fly if you power it hard enough. So you can make bricks fly in Kerbal. That's no problem. In fact, I have quite regularly. Make sure that goes down there. All right, drop tanks away. The head larger than the body. Okay, let's see what we can do about that. I don't know whether we're gonna have the parts to make the head larger than the body utility. Is this actually our largest? Okay, we're gonna have to change the way this works. That's no problem. That way, we'll take 4 of those, and then heat shield. Where are you? Aerodynamics. Cool. Why did I just skip directly over it? Okay, there's the head being bigger than the body. Okay, cool. I've got a fear this wasn't quite. Big head, small body, wings everywhere, engines reversed. Maybe not that. Try incanonical. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Remember, this is your fault. You suggested all of this. Okay, staging be good, yo. Staging be good. Go. Oh, I love this. It's frankly ridiculous. Thanks, Carl. Thanks. I like that. I just may have smashed my knee into my desk there. I don't know if you guys heard that. I got a feeling maybe you did. Okay, full throttle. We've got some solid boosters for whilst we spool up. We got the drop tanks. Yeah, okay, all right. I think we're good. 3, 2, 1, go! I think we need bigger solids. I think we might need some bigger solid boosters on here. I think Wise is telling me to rip my knee up. I'm not sure about that, my friend. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so yeah, let's try some bigger solid boosters. Actually not sure if they're actually being more unhelpful than helpful, but well, yeah, whatever. it spin. Make it spin. When do we inflate now? When do we inflate, Wise? When do we inflate? Off they go. Oh, wait. We weren't watching the important thing here. Fuel priority, lots. And then you, fuel priority, lots. Okay, tell me that this is not burning fuel. It's not burning fuel. Okay, I like this. We're mildly upside down. Nothing to worry about. We can deal with that. Okay, there we go. I don't think the phrase mildly upside down is probably... Now! Inflate! Let's have a look at the aerodynamic forces. Oh, they're beautiful. Why would they be anything other than beautiful? Look at the surface speed just be like, no! Don't fuel lines force flow. Carl, you are a genius, much more so than me. You know what, I'm gonna cut the engines, guys. I'm gonna cut the engines. Cubic's like, wait, what's the goal here? Cubic, I don't think you understand what we're doing in this stream. Goals? Objectives? And come here with your logic. If we go radial out, I said if we go radial, if we go radial out, let's drop those because that obviously was helping. I'm wondering whether we can can we de-inflate and then? Oh no, we can only jettison. That's a shame. I want this to be an umbrella. There we go. Oh. Okay, this is totally what I was going for. I have achieved excellence. Are we gonna get on a flat spin? I think we might get on a flat spin. Okay, engines go! Oh, guys, I think I might feel a little woozy. Whoa! Locked. There we go. Hello? Are you real in there? Are you still? What is going on? Oh, heat shield away! Heat shield away! We've lost it! It's gone! Where did it go? Where did it go? Are we actually managing to slow down? We are actually managing to slow down. I'm mildly surprised at this. Also mildly flying at the floor as fast as I can. Is that it? No. That's some debris. It's not the debris I was looking for though. Oh, come on, pull up. I don't think it pulled up very well. I personally, wait. To launch, I'm going to go straight up. I'm going to open up the heat shield. I'm going to see what happens. It'd be nice if we could have more heat, more weight down at the bottom. But I just want to know if it's going to act like a parachute or not. You know. You know what I'm saying. Spacecraft noises are loud. You know, people were complaining at me about not enough spacecraft noises last time. Let's go down another 10% and see how we go. See how you go. Okay, we're going to go, what, 10 kilometers? People feeling 10 kilometer launch? I'm feeling a 10 kilometer launch. Have you ever tried 100% heat shield wing? It's possible because of the size of the lift they generate. No, I have not. Let me write that down on my list of things to try. Heat shield wing. Never. I mean, maybe we'll get to it this time. Solid fuel's about to die. That's fine. That's probably good enough. 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers. No, we don't want to be like greedy. What happened there? Greedy with our testing like that, do we? Okay, can we bring this down to a hover? Kind of down it. We'll try it though. Oh, this is quite the deceleration. Crack and drive but limited to only 3 parts, 2 docking ports and external command seat. Easy. I was having crack and drive with a parachute much like this. Just a little bit too low over the hatch entrance. every time they would climb out, they would then start spinning round. It was quite a thing. Okay, speed is dropping fast. I want to be able to sustain it at 0. I mean, 20 is close to 10, right? Let's just cut this and then open. All right, let's see how we go. Turn on those aerodynamic forces. I think it should be fun. I have deployed the heat shield. Hey, Tyler, how you doing? Dude, been some time. How you doing, man? How you doing? We are currently testing the umbrella potential of... Oh, look, it's huge drag. Of landing underneath a heat shield like this. You know, can we do it? Is it safe? I think safe might not be the right word here. I'm going to drop this decoupler and see whether this survives. You know, will this survive? I hope so. Vessel mover, please get out of the way. Electric charge. We've still got 15 units of electric charge. This is good. We're using most of it to go up. I'm happy that Steam saves games over the cloud. Mate, you have no idea how happy I am that not so much now that I'm living in one particular spot, but when I was living in 2 spots, it was so great that Steam was just like, yeah, let's do that. The landing method is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. It's buried deep. You can't say one without the other. Okay, I can't help noticing that our surface speed is dropping, is reducing. What temperature? What temperature? Lol. If you like, yeah. What temperature are we going to hit the floor at? What speed are we going to hit the floor at? I think we're going to hit the floor at around about 298 Kelvin. Do people have a favourite Kelvin? I mean, 300's pretty nice. Bit hot. I think we're gonna have to speed this up. Let's hit full time. No, the Kraken got me. Oh, my impatience did it. Revert spaceplane here. My impatience got me, but it looked like it was working. All right, so we've done the Teok. What's our next solid booster? I mean, we could just go straight on with this, but honestly, I think this is just the same as this. Do you guys think they're pretty much just the same part? I think they're pretty much just the same part. One's got a little bit more than the other to give. Is there a way of resource? Yeah, resource. There is like a solid fuel, air intake, monoprop, or oxidizer, solid fuel. There we go. All right, look at all of them. We need to get this thing to orbit, right? I bet we can. Do you think we can get this thing to orbit? I think we can get this thing to orbit. I think we can get this thing to orbit and it actually being good. We're gonna hit at like 3,000 fluid ounces, dude. Yes, got it. Use all the solid boosters and check how far you can go. Carl, oh my god, dude. This is why I love streams, right? I think I've got some good ideas, and then you guys. Oh, wait, no, cancel. And then you guys come along and are like, oh, have you considered pressing the right buttons? But what I'm actually saying is, have you considered using all the solid boosters? And I'm like, no, I had not. Let's try. What's the largest one? Is this one the largest one? Okay, so Pollux, and then I think this one might be bigger. I think this one is bigger. There's no might be about it. This one is bigger. There we go. Now we're just gonna like start sticking them to the outside. Like, oh, I mean, which one's bigger here? Let's have a look. We want to go down in descending thrust levels or descending fuel levels. Because, like, honestly, what does this give us? 2.9 mega newtons, right? Is that right? 1, 2, 3. No, yeah, mega newtons. 2.9 mega newtons. This is 1.1. This is 1.5. I think we're going to go in the amount. I think we're going to go with the amount of fuel. I'm going to want to put decouplers amongst all of these, aren't we? Let's do that. Let's do that now. Coupling. I love this. It's like smooth jazz. It's great. Smooth jazz is definitely a passion in my life that I haven't indulged enough over time, you know. Okay, so far so good. Flying saucer with inflatable heat shields. That sounds like a great idea. We'll get to that one in a second. Keep an eye on these guys. Let's see if I'm missing any. So we got these three, right? This one's the thoroughbred. Yeah, no, that's the pod. This one's the thoroughbred. Yeah. So we got that one, this one, that one. Must be the kickback next, followed by the thud. Oh, that's a shrimp. That's not a thud. Thumper, thumper, not thud. Thumper. Then we've got this guy. What is these old ones doing here? Go away. Flea, hammer. I'm not about the old ones just kind of hanging around, to be honest with you. I'm not about that at all. Then we go for the shrimp. And then, oh, come on. Just a little bit. Oh, it won't let me go any further down. There might be issues here. I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We're going to have to use some widgets and move some things around in a careful and considerate manner. Okay, well, what have we got? 2.5 decoupler. We're probably going to want a 2.5 decoupler here as well. No, let's try the 1.8. Bam. Yeah, what you can do about it? Get in place. There we go. Okay, cool. That's also good. So kickback, followed by the thumper. Move tool. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Where's the move tool? It's all the way down here. Something like that. Okay, cool. That was actually kind of difficult. My chat, sorry, has moved away. Rotate and go to hangar. That's not a bad idea, actually. I probably should have just gone to the hangar, but we're here now. I'm doing this now. We abused the widget successfully. Coupler. Okay, very nearly there. Very nearly there. We want to put one of these down with a decoupler and then a bunch of those around a probe core. So, decoupler. And I'm going to grab this one because it's kind of large. I'll be able to grab things that are kind of large. And finally, power source. More. I can't save it with exclamation marks. Okay, save it. Launch it. Yep, launch it. Don't forget the fuel tank with inbuilt booster. Oh, the Soyuz one. I mean, I don't think they get it. 2.9 mega noodles is what I just understood. Yeah, all right, cool. Sort beside. It's got the legacy versions. I'm not keen on the legacy versions. Go to the hangar. Okay. I think we're there. Staging is a mess. Should we sort out that staging quick? Oh my gosh. Where's the first one? Oh man. You're the first engine. Go all the way down. All the way. Did it go? Okay, we got the first one. Now we need this decoupler. Go with this engine. Oh, this is going to be an effort, guys. I'm going to go back to the vehicle assembly to do it, so that it's remembered. Staging is of no essence. Do not bother. I very strongly disagree. I think that staging is one of the most important parts of any mission. I just asked to move the part, and it's like, nope. I think you might be right. Staging might not be of any importance. Thoroughbred. That one. That's the first one. Then it's the thoroughbred, right? Then it's the... It's like all the way down there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, We got it. We can count these out now. Clandestine. This guy, this decoupler goes down here. That one. Thanks. There's this decoupler, and okay, so they go together. This is gonna take a moment. I'm not about moments to be taken. Goes up here. What are all these ones? So you, and then followed by this decoupler. Okay, that decoupler. This booster. Oh, this is gonna take time, guys. This decoupler, this booster. Give me this back. We're going down. Okay, cool. We're down. Looking for the square that lights up. I'm gonna separate these all out so that we can just grab one and pull it down. So this is the one that I want to pull down to about here. This fires with this decoupler. Ooh. Okay, then it is this decoupler. This engine. Well, those two definitely go together. I don't think they're in the right spot though. This then comes down. This and this. Okay, I think we're there. I don't have a way of this separating from this booster. Let's quickly take care of that. Okay. Okay then. You all the way up there. Alright, I think the staging is done. Let's go find out. He who stages is staging for disaster. I'll put lights on it and make it RGB. Oh, mate. I think that's probably the thing we need to do with the Kerbal operating system, like the scripting system in this game, just to give us like lights that change colour. I mean, we could make it fly itself, but no, changing lights. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh. Alright, well, we're not going anywhere, guys. Maybe we need to maybe we need to put some pointing on these. Maybe an SAS stage, an SAS with each stage. I don't think this is gonna go too well, guys. Pinnacle of gaming, you guys know it. You know it. As long as we head upwards, it's fine, right? As long as we're going in roughly a vertical direction. Oh, whose idea was this? Double channel points to you. That's great. 10 out of 5. Breathtaking Reddit Skyrim wholesome 100%. You know it, man. Oh, we're going. It's over. It's over. No! It's out, right? Radial out. Okay. Give it the big 360. The big 360! No scoping with some solids. And go. Okay, the real question. Are we going to hit the floor? Yes, we're going to hit the floor. And with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time. When we're going to do more craziness, I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but I have broken the particle system. We'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye.